Today I am going to go over some stage 5 things that we're going to try this week and what I'm going to do a parasite cleanse or just being more aware of what I'm eating at the end of the week. So I'm going to tell you some ideas for that and what my plan is. So we've already added fresh cucumber and cooked cabbage from stage 5. And we're going to start adding greens to our juicing, maybe lettuces, and moving into kale and cooked celery. I'm also going to get from the store this week Gouda cheese. So most of the hard cheeses are made in an artisanal way. Those are much better than like a mozzarella would be. So we can have those. We're going to make a pizza this week with the Gouda cheese, egg, and I think just some almond, a little bit of almond flour as a crust. And then you put more cheese on top and whatever toppings. You can use a tomato sauce at this stage, but we are going to actually use our homemade ranch after we've baked it because our kids prefer a bacon, olive, and ranch. But we'll probably add chicken too. So I'm making a big batch of chicken on today and Monday. So I can have some tonight for dinner and some for later in the week and some fresh chicken broth. Gabriella and I can tolerate chicken broth again, so we're going to try to go back and have much more broth for healing since we weren't able to consume as much as everybody else. Everything else is the same: broccoli, zucchini, beets and juicing and beet tops. We are going to try some salad, some spring mix and spinaches. I don't know if I'm going to juice those or just make a big old salad with some fresh carrots and cucumbers. And then of course avocados as a filler. Okay, so the main reason I wanted to get this video out to you guys this week was because on Friday, where we live, is the full moon. And the full moon is where parasites reproduce up to 3 days before or after. So it's a good time to strengthen your supports, and then also if you want to do anti-parasite type foods or whatever to help you fight those bad things in your body. The other thing I'm working on this week is strengthening my adrenal glands. I take an adrenal supplement, and it's actually a hormone, and I would really like to come off of that. So Dr. McBride and the Weston Price Foundation have found that there's an adrenal support milkshake that they encourage you to take. It's 12 pastured yolks, a half a cup of grass-fed butter, and a cup of home-brewed sour cream. And you can add fresh berries or lime juice and a pinch of mineral salt. Actually, a teaspoon of mineral salt. So salt, your adrenals really, really need cholesterol. And they really need minerals, which you can get from the sea salt or the Himalayan salt. And they need a lot of fat. I've been eating a lot of fat lately and cod liver oil, and I feel significantly better. My breathing is a lot better, even just today from yesterday. But I have a tendency to herx a lot. My detox system has been really broken, so I have to go slow. So I'm going to I started with half an egg yolk last night, and after tolerating half an egg yolk last night, I'll probably keep with half an egg yolk and then try to go up to 1 and maybe 1.5 and go really slow. I've been adding them to sour cream with a little honey. But I'm also adding butter to the juicing in the mornings and in the afternoons. I have not added the berries or the lime juice yet. I don't know if I'm ready for that. But for me, the main thing is getting a lot of fats in to try to support my adrenals as we approach the end of the week with the full moon. So some things that you can do to have a support for your body. Obviously, the prescriptive cyst and the ferments as a good probiotic. Hydration, light exercise. If you don't have adrenal issues, you can probably tolerate more exercise. I cannot tolerate hardly any exercise at this point. To be honest, I started sweating 3 days ago, and I did it just barely for 3 days because I had to go out and take care of our new pigs. And I haven't sweat for 3 months. My body just like was not able to handle that for some reason. So I'm excited because that's a great thing that can help you in the long term is if you can sweat and then quickly shower afterwards. Another support could be an enema. If we fast from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you are up for it to try a coffee enema, I'm gonna try one like Wednesday afternoon before I start my liquid fast. It really helps give your liver a boost before it's going to get bombarded with more toxins and potential die-off. Fresh chicken broth and a Soleil salt solution is worth looking into. You let so much salt sit in your filtered water overnight, and the salt dissolves in the water overnight. It becomes a really hydrating piece to adding minerals. You just take a little teaspoon of that and put it in your water, or whatever you tolerate. Some people don't like it too salty, and some people might need more of those minerals in their water. These are gentle supports that can cause die-off. So I have more sensitive die-off reactions. I'm very sensitive to things. So I'm going to slowly increase these through the week to see what I can tolerate by Thursday. Binders, iodine. You have to be, research what kind of iodine. Cod liver oil, ferments, I've already mentioned. Coconut oil is a very antifungal, anti-parasite, etc. We're going to make a coconut oil lemon drop as just something even the kids during the end of the week can just suck on if they want a little treat. Detox baths, juicing, and then fasting. And then other anti-parasite options that are a little bit stronger are diatomaceous earth, also known as DE. It's fossils that have been ground up to a powder, and they actually like shred parasites in biofilms. Biofilms are like, there's bad bacteria and metals and parasites all housed, and they kind of make a mucus membrane. So if you take an antibiotic, the antibiotic cannot get through this membrane, and your body just doesn't really even notice that it's there. Because it's like kind of, I don't know, just appears not like it's filled with bad things. So I'm wondering if DE might get through that biofilm and help break up what's inside of it. Another thing that my naturopath uses is a liposomal. So it is essential oils centrifuged in a fat, and they also, the biofilm and the different cells that you have let these components in. The oils are wrapped in a fat, and then your cell membrane, which is mostly fats, recognizes those and allows the product to come in. And I'm wondering if it's similar to biofilms. It helps. It's like, oh, okay, this is a fat, it looks similar, and then it lets in these essential oils that are really powerful anti-parasites in and breaks up these big masses of biofilms. Raw egg yolks and raw egg whites are very powerful detoxers. The yolks are especially nutritious, but you do need to go slow so you don't have, too much at once. And then we have some other pair of 1s, pair of 2s, and pair of 3s from Cellcore, which I'm trying to avoid extra supplements if we can, and just doing food stuff or stuff that I can purchase locally, simply. And if I need to do it again later, I don't have to go order from somebody. The other thing is fermented garlic is a super powerful it kills all sorts of viruses, bacteria, things that aren't supposed to be in your body while supporting the things that are supposed to be there. So I was actually reading that fermented garlic super good at killing MRSA, which is a resistant, antibiotic resistant bacteria. So for whatever that's worth, I think that's pretty cool. We're gonna go really slow. I think I'm gonna puree for our fermented garlic with some of the fermented juice that it's in. And if it's blue or green, that's even better. There is a black garlic. I don't know how to get it to that stage. You have to ferment it a certain way. But we're going to go really slow with that puree, adding it just a little bit into our food as we eat Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So why would you do a liquid fast? When you break things down and blend them up, it completely is super absorbable for your body. Your body doesn't have to work as hard to get those nutrients out of your food, and it doesn't have to work as much breaking them down. I'm gonna start every morning with a GAPS milkshake and make 2 of them, 2 pints, 1 for the morning and 1 for the afternoon, with carrot juice, beet juice, beet greens, and green apples to help with stones and liver cleansing. And I'm gonna add egg yolks as I tolerate, half a cup of butter, maybe a quarter, so a quarter cup will be in each, and then some yogurt or sour cream, and pinches of salt. And we have our Prescript Assist, iodine, and cod liver oil in the morning. In the afternoon, we're gonna make a broccoli, carrot, chicken pureed soup. I'm gonna make this ahead so I don't have to make as much that day. I'm just like a broccoli cheese soup, I'm just gonna add chicken to it and no cheese. And puree a few batches of that. And then we'll also have bone meat stock and lemon drops. The lemon drops are coconut oil, lemon juice, zest, and honey. And I will show you how to make those as little snacks or fillers to suck on and drink throughout the day. I will show you a few of these things that I'm gonna prepare in the next few days. So we have them during the 3 days. If I feel terrible, then I don't have to worry about it. If I feel great, that's great. I'll focus on something else around the house that I need to do. And then probably by then we'll be looking toward week 6 and seeing what other things we can try. And by then I might be able to try avocados and see if my body's healed enough to tolerate avocados. Lastly, the 3 things we're also gonna add are a 9 p.m. bedtime. I'm gonna really try, if you have adrenal problems, to go to bed by 9 p.m. and not have screens past 7 p.m., which seems really challenging to me, but I'm hoping to build better habits of not using screens as a break at the end of the night, and then incorporating more detox baths. I have not been great at that. My detox baths are sometimes just filling the bathtub a little bit with water and then finishing a shower and letting my feet soak in Epsom salt water while I'm taking a shower, or sticking my feet in when the kids are taking a bath. But maybe I should try to do some more full-size baths. We will see. We'll keep you in touch, and hopefully this helps you if you would like to try any cleansing for the end of this week. And if not this month, maybe next month. The full moon's every month, so you have plenty of opportunities. And maybe you just watch to see if you have any other symptoms that get worse around the full moon, and see if it's related. You know, parasites can often, you know, if you can't detox well, it's oftentimes you might be getting like liver twinges or skin issues. Like I'll get dandruff really bad, and I'm trying to think what low energy, like my cuticles or my fingernails split worse. Sometimes we can be nauseous, like because your stomach's not making enough bile to take care of the food, and weak. So those are just a few symptoms I've experienced. Yeah, so keep in touch if you have any ideas of how to detox or any other symptoms you would like to share. Please put them in the comments. And always remember, you are the best and you're beautiful.